yo, y'all do this right, there's a lot more work where that came from. No doubt. All right, are you having a good time so far? All right. Close the door, because we gonna party here all night tonight. I'll leave my fools like heroin in your nose. I'll leave my fools like heroin in your nose. I'll leave my fools like heroin in your nose. I'll leave my fools like heroin in your nose. Never underestimate the real lie. The gun swinging back, the sick type of fuck. Who that? I let blood stain in every spot that I rock. Shock, I got the stash in my dash with the stock and the ooh-wah. In a charge from the sound of the bus, I was made to crush. I wet rappers till they bust. Regiment is elite, mega deep, 20 sleep, in a 5-car plate. That's how I'm bouncing for the 9/5, son. We don't promote no masquerade, cause we was players from day one. Be on some real life. Fools like heroin in your nose. I'll leave my fools like heroin in your nose. I'll leave my fools like heroin in your nose. Smoke tinted windows cause I'm moving with heat. I got a in my shot. Day of the week. That nigga Larry be making rappers retreat. You know it like I fail. Jake is on my tail. I blow up your block and let the haze like black hell. I use the M16 to blast clowns off the planet in cold blood. My heart is made of granite. Counterpart, hold the key to the tap, yeah. Wicked beat, make the mass murderer with his left. We got the whole game locked, so bricks on hold like the pimp on his to the sugar-coated rap, yo. This is a lyrical terrorist manifesto. Sitting the Remy getting lit. I'm hit. I'm on some real life shit. I'll leave my fools like heroin in your nose. I'll leave my fools like heroin in your nose. I'll leave my fools like heroin in your nose. Back once more for my niggas with the encore. One last verse to blow the spot, then I burst. About the scene, cause I'm on some low shit. The niggas on that ghetto pro shit. Less true that I wanna live mega fat, pushing bands like a diplomat, automatic text. Lazarus around my neck, engineering shit with Corleone respect. The international world class dog came to rain on hip hop. I can't be stopped. I shoot the breeze with expertise. The mic is like a toaster when I rhyme, I squeeze. Criminologist, kicking criminology. The way I'm shaking you is like a bank robbery. So yo, get on the floor and get face down. Take these drugs to your head so I can bust your fucking brain. That's what you get for playing slick. Kick that bit Larry O, be on some real life shit. All right. Cut the music. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to this early edition of Gangsta Talk. Man, boy, we got serious problems as black people. Serious problems. Shout out to my man Hassan Burton joining me this morning. You know, this thing about Ice Cube, man, it's really getting out of hand. All we're doing is showing the rest of the world just how much we hate each other. I don't know why we keep doing that. They don't need to be shown that anymore. We've been doing that for a long time now. It's like a broken record. They already know we hate each other. We don't have to keep showing them by publicly tearing each other down. At some point, it has to stop.
DL Hughley, here's the thing, man. I'm not sure what your problem is. Roland Martin, well, I know what your problem is. You are an absolute sellout. But Hughley, dude, get some better jokes. Maybe you should find a new writer or maybe ask Cat Williams to help you or something and leave the pro black stuff to real black people. Please just stop it. Now, here's another problem. Now you got these puny pipsqueak fluorescent keyboard sissies taking this opportunity to blame black women with this gynocracy BS. You're talking about social media gangsters who won't bust a grape, huffing and puffing and got the Vaseline on their face with their nails ready to scratch the black woman's eyes out again behind what's going on with Ice Cube. The gynocracy. Now, a lot of these guys have been on YouTube for a long time. Certainly, they've been on longer than I have. They're supposed to have names here on social media. They're supposed to be these super intellects that haven't done a damn thing for black people and aren't going to do anything for black people. And I'm sick and tired of all of the criticism for a black man who decided to stand up and actually do something for black people. Now, D.L. Hughley hasn't done anything for black people. Roland Martin has not done anything for black people, but has done a lot of things to black people. None of you guys or girls who are criticizing this man has done nothing for black people, haven't even tried to do anything for black people. And now that he had the courage to do so, now you got all of these phonies and fake blacks coming out of the woodwork. Hey man, you should have consulted with us. You consided with you are consorting with the enemy. What enemy? Trump's a racist. So what? That's all you got? Is Trump's a racist? All of these presidents are racist. What does that have to do with anything? Every president we've elected has been racist. Obama was a racist too. He didn't like black people either. I don't see anyone saying anything about him. Hell, I can probably put up an argument that Obama was probably the most racist president we've had in a very long time. Obama couldn't stand black people. At least he couldn't stand straight black people. So all this about, well, Trump's a racist. So what? What is your point? All of these presidents are racist. Hello? All of them are racist. So was Obama. He didn't like black people either. So now you got all of these so-called wannabe blacks who sat up here on social media and ran their mouth about nothing because nothing has gotten done, nothing has changed. But they have these names that we follow, right? All these marquee names. No action behind them whatsoever. Now they got a problem because a real black man, a real black person said, you know what? I'm fed up. Somebody has to do something. My people need help. And all of these so-called blacks are doing nothing but talking and playing the political coon game. That's all they are doing. Playing the political coon game. And so you want to sit up here, okay, so you mad because he went to Trump. You mad because he didn't go. Some of you are mad because he didn't go to the side of the Democrats. Why should he? I wouldn't go to the Democrats. They're disrespecting us. Kamala Harris with the chicken wings and hot sauce? Seriously? I'm about to play a little clip here in a minute, right? I want y'all to hear something. As a matter of fact, I also got the contract of Black America. I'm going to put that up in a minute too. I'm going to share my screen in a minute. We're going to get down to that. We're not going to do all of it, but we're going to take a look at some of it. Matter of fact, let me share my screen here, get it going. Let me get that going. But first, let me see here. Okay. I love Zoom. Zoom make things so easy. All right. All right, sharing the screen. There we go. Yeah, so So where we are with this, right? So instead of us getting behind this brother and supporting this brother, we are entertaining people who do nothing but tear him down. People who don't have any credentials, people who don't have any works to speak of. Why are we listening to people like that? Talking about he's consorting with the enemy. What are you talking about? Trump is the man in power. You want to get something done, that's who you need to go see. It's not about an enemy or anything else. It's about who's in power. And a lot of you, let's just face it, you're upset because he's not in front of the president dancing a jig. Right, Roland Martin? Remember when you were bunny hopping for Hillary Clinton? You called it the wobble? Looking like a huge, goofy Donald Duck? You guys are just mad because he's not in front of the president dancing a jig. That he went to him like a man. He didn't go there groveling, talking about, hey, Mr. President, you got some boots I can lick? My tongue has been on hiatus for a while. It's got a lot of energy. It can take a lot of shoe polish. My tongue's favorite shoe polish is black. So you mad that he didn't go to the president dancing the jig with his tongue out ready to lick boots. And you're mad because You don't have the courage to do what he did. Right, Roland? Let me unshare my screen for 1 second, people. I want to play this clip. Hold on. Let me let my co-host up. All right, everybody. Let's listen to something here. Here we go.
Been a busy 24 hours for Ice Cube since Republicans supporting Trump sent this tweet out yesterday. This went out from Deontay Johnson. So Ice Cube has officially given the Trump campaign permission to reveal that he has been helping us develop President Trump's groundbreaking Black Trump platform, the Platinum Plan. Katrina Pearson, he was also had this here. Shout out to Ice Cube for his willingness to step up and work with Donald Trump administration to help develop the Platinum Plan. That has caused a lot of people to be very critical of Ice Cube. Many call him a turncoat, all kind of other names. And so, as opposed to sitting here having people just talk about it, we said we'll talk to him. He joins us now. Glad to have you back on Roll Martin on the Filter, Ice Cube. So let's start this way. When they say you worked with them to develop the Platinum Plan, what does that actually mean? What did you do? Who did you talk to?
Well, what they did, they had a plan. Their plan is the Platinum Plan. My plan is the Contract with Black America. So they have their Platinum Plan, and they saw things in the Contract with Black America that were directed, directly to Black Americans, and not just to all minorities. And they asked to speak with us. I always told everybody, as soon as we finish the Contract with Black America, or not finish because it's still a growing document, I told everybody that I was going to meet with both sides, and I don't know why they didn't believe me. This is not a partisan issue. It's actually a bipartisan issue. And we have to talk to people who have the power to make things happen. Now,
Well, you said a lot there, right? How many times did he has to say he's not working with anybody? He's there with an agenda for Black people. How many times does he has to say you need to talk to the people who are in power to get things done? How many times does he has to say that? And again, where are these so-called people who know everything? Where? I don't see D.L. Hughley anywhere with his bad jokes. I don't see Roland Martin anywhere with his bunny hops. I don't see anyone who was criticizing this man anywhere in sight. Now, I talked yesterday, and forgive me for the misspelling of the cube. I did that on purpose. I wanted to see how many people was going to focus on that rather than what was actually being said, and they proved me right. I had like 50,000 people talking about, oh, you spelled cube wrong. Okay, thank you. Anyway, it just goes to the immaturity and how unfocused we really are about things that really matter. Okay, but okay, so let's get back to this here. I said yesterday we had some prominent names in the past, right? We don't went from heroes to absolute zeros. Heroes to zeros. We don't went from guys like Medgar Evers, Malcolm X, Stokely Carmichael, Rat Base Brown, John Henry Clark, the Huey P. Newtons. You know, it goes on and on and on. The Thurgood Marshalls, right? We don't went from those heroes of yesteryear to absolute zeros. We got the manosphere. We got the manospheres. We got immature, bratty, grown-ass dudes calling themselves red pills and blue pills. We got fake Moors running around here talking about some fairy tale shit. We got some coon named Sinetta that's exploiting black people over there with the House of Consciousness. Well, actually, I've given the conscious community a new name. I now call it the conscious community. The conscious community is doing nothing but exploiting black people. These are the zeros that have come after those prominent world-renowned names that I just spoke of. So now we finally got a new hero emerging in this day and age. Someone who's trying to do what those men did, those brave men did. And he's being torn down for it. We'd rather go support the maniqueers, you know, these fluorescent keyboard sissies. We'd rather support them. We'd rather support the community. We'd rather support these overgrown babies with mama issues calling themselves red pills and blue pills and black pills. Old men with bitter attitudes like old angry women. And no, oh, and last but not least, don't let me forget the famed SYSBM, the black version of the KKK. That we got pimps. That is what has taken the place of the Garveys, the Evers, the X's. Those are the zeros that are out in front of black society. That is one of the reasons why we're not taken seriously. That right there. And then on top of that, we keep proving to the world that not only can we not stand together, that we just continuously and viciously hate the hell out of each other. And we keep proving that to the world over and over and over again. We keep showing our dysfunction to the world over and over again like they haven't seen it before. We keep doing it over and over like it's something new every time. Like, what do you want to? We're like Pinky in the Brain. Oh, what do you gotta do today, Brain? I'm going to show everyone that we hate the hell out of each other. Next day, what are you gonna do today, Brain? I'm going to show the world that we hate the hell out of each other. What are you gonna do today, Brain? I'm going to show the world that we hate the hell out of each other. See, we don't drop the ball so many times, right? We dropped the ball on Monique when she called for black people to come to her back and boycott Netflix. Remember that? Remember how many coons got on social media and made fun of her, talked about her money, cared more about the white man's money than he cared about her well-being as a black person? Remember that? With these fake pro-blacks and the conscious community tried to make a name for themselves at her expense. Had she been any other nationality, Netflix would have been boycotted. So we had a chance then to show the world that we can actually come together and support our own. But we dropped the ball on that, didn't we? Hell, I can still hear the ball bouncing down the street. Now we have another chance to show the world what we can do as black people, that we can rally behind one of our own that has the courage to go and advocate on our behalf, negotiate on our behalf. This is our chance again. We're going to drop the ball again. So I'm going to tell you right now, if we drop this one, it's going to hurt. It's going to leave a mark. So we need to get it. As a matter of fact, we need more ice cubes. I'm supporting the brother 100%. I'm about to email the brother here soon. Matter of fact, he's writing up something now. Let the brother know that I'm willing to do whatever. I'm there in support. This is about black people. We finally got somebody that's doing what we've been asking politicians to do. How many times every election we keep asking black people, asking politicians, hey, we want a black politician to do something for black people. We want a president to do something for black people. But now we got a black person that's going to the power and saying, you need to do something for black people. This is what black people need. For us to get out of this situation and function, this is what we need. Now we got somebody that's going to the power, addressing the power about our needs and what we need, and we tearing them down. Let's hear a little bit more here.
They asked to speak to me so I can explain some of my concepts of the contract with Black America.
Who is they? Was it Donald Trump? Was it his campaign team? Was it officials in the White House? Who's they?
I've never met Donald Trump a day in my life.
Got it.
I've never been to the White House. Okay, so it was people on his campaign. This chick who put out the tweet, it wasn't her. I never met her either. I don't even know who she is.
All right, let's hold up right there. Here's what I got a problem with, right? Who the hell is Ice Cube supposed to be answering to? Where's the black power in this country that has black people together and we're going in the right direction that he should answer to? Who the hell is Roland Martin that he should answer to? See, I'm gonna tell you right now, Cube is better than me. Because I would have told a lot of people, F you. And wouldn't have gave a damn who said what, when, and how. Seriously. Wouldn't have gave a damn about who said what to who, when, and whoever. I don't owe you no explanation. You aren't doing anything for black people. You out there dancing the jig on TV, embarrassing us. The hell I look like answering to you. And to D.L. Hughley, hell, you ain't told a funny joke in 12 years. The hell I look like answering to you. Hell, I may be shit. I'm not sure you were ever funny. Fucking look like answering to these damn people. These people are nobody. But I commend Cube for having the patience and dealing with this nonsense. Because it's nonsense. It's bullshit. Let's hear some more.
Pearson, you don't know who that is, never met him.
I've never met her.
Okay.
But the thing is this: they looked at the contract with Black America and they saw that their plan was lacking, and they wanted to implement some of the things from the contract with Black America into their plan. And I said, you're welcome to do it. And I would say the same thing to the Biden campaign. They're welcome to do it. Some great ideas. I haven't, seen too many people dispute.
All right, but you see, check this out though. You see, the issue is here. They reached out to him, okay? Now, one campaign, let's be clear about this. One campaign told him, hey, we'll check you out after the election, as if they believe that they're going to win. They must believe they're going to win, because if they're not going to win, then that tells you they don't give a damn about that plan. Think about it. What incentive, I said this yesterday, what if they lose, what incentive do they have to listen to a damn thing from anybody black? Let alone take any action on it. So unless they got an inside track and they're guaranteed to win, they're not serious about that contract. And so the other party said, you know what? Come on in, talk to us about it, explain to us what's going on. At least they showed an interest and want to hear more. And that side happened to be Trump. You're right, crew. They don't have any incentive either way, because if they win, what the hell it look like listening to the black folks for? They already won. And if they lose, what the hell look like listening to the black people? They lost. So Crew's right. They have no incentive either way. So again, and why do black people want him to go to sell out to the Democratic Party? Do you not remember the chicken wings and hot sauce? I can't stop talking about that. I mean, they played us out with that. That was an absolute play out. I'm still upset about that. I don't understand why black folks don't have a problem with that. I'm still upset. That was an absolute total disregard for us. The chicken wing and hot sauce stuff, man, she'd have did that in the hood. He might have got punched in the mouth. Oh, hold on, I'm not inciting any violence. I don't want anybody to go out and punch anybody in the mouth. Okay? Just to put that out there. We're not in we're not advocating violence here. Um, but the hot sauce and chicken wing thing, that was bad, man. That was bad. Black people should be beside themselves just off of that alone. I mean, they should be looking at her like she's got a nerve to show her face anywhere in the black community. But anyway, I don't want to get on her for a second. Let's go back to the clip here.
The contract with Black America. Everybody understand that it's needed and it's necessary. So I don't mind anybody in the public sector or in the private sector using parts of it, asking me about it, asking for me to understand, what am I talking about when it comes to trying to not count us as minorities, but to count us as, pretty much a protected race. And so I think we're being buried under a lot of words like minority and people of color and things like.
One thing I give Cube a lot of credit for, is that he put together a plan, and he just didn't sit on it. It wasn't enough for him to show that plan amongst friends and family. He was very serious about that plan. He meant everything in that plan. So he took that plan all the way to the top to show everybody how serious he was about that contract. He didn't just write it up and sit on it and rest on his laurels or run around and brag about it. He took it to the top. He took it to the power. I give him a lot of credit for that. And for people who are criticizing him, do what he did first. Let's see you get out here and have the courage to step to the white man and demand change. Let's see you go stand in his face and say, hey, I want this for my people. Let's see if you got the guts to do that. Do that first. Exactly. This contract is backed by Dr. Claude Anderson. Are you serious? Dr. Claude Anderson is one of the greatest minds of our time. That alone, legit. That alone makes this contract legitimate. The fact that Dr. Claude Anderson has something to do with it. Are you kidding? So let's get over here. Let me share my screen real quick. I want to show y'all. For those who didn't see this contract, I'll put the link in the chat so you can go take a look at it for yourself. I'm not going to get into it now. We might do a show, a more in-depth show on it, um, probably next week. Other people might hit it before we do, but you know, everybody does things. Everybody don't see the same thing, so you know. But if too many people do it, I'll probably do something else. Okay, so let me share my screen here. Uh, all right, you know what? He's got 13 initiatives. The only one I'm going to read though is the 13th one. But let's go down. I'm going to give you the titles of them, right? And then you can take a look for yourself. Matter of fact, let me put the link in the chat real quick so you can go and see this for yourself. Hold on. Okay, there is the link right there. I just put it in the chat. All right, let me take a look at it. Let me see what it's about. Okay, number one, representation. Black people need representation. Okay, number two, lending reform. I mean, that's self-explanatory, right? Federal funding. Again, self-explanatory. Federal Reserve. Now that's a little tricky one. That's a tricky one. That's going to take some doing. Finance oversight. Okay. Data and credit. Yeah. Prison reform. Real prison reform. As in, can we not lock up so many black people? Judicial reform. Yeah, 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 yeah. Laws got to be changed. We still got Jim Crow laws on the books. Police Reform Act. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He said, yeah, yeah, yeah. FCC licensing. Absolutely. One of the reasons why these corporations are dominated by whites is because they have the inside to all of the licensing. Now, this is the one I don't understand. Confederate institutions. I'm not sure what that is. I'm gonna have to take a look at that and see what he's talking about Confederate institutions. That one I have to admit, and I don't know much about this one either. The AJP program. Again, I'm new at this one. I'm just looking at it myself. That I don't know anything about either. So the Confederate institutions, I don't know what you mean by that, but I'll click on it and read it. I wasn't going to do a whole thing. I just wanted to read some of the initiatives. But this last one is very interesting. You know, 13, Black responsibility. It goes, chronic poverty creates an atmosphere full of negativity, frustration, hopelessness, depression, alcoholism, drug abuse, crime, and violence. Wow. These are some of the conditions that plague the Black community, which is dealing with extreme generational poverty. As we begin to gain social and economic equality, it is our duty to clean up ourselves and our community. Wow. See, every time you point to black people cleaning up their own act, they want to say, oh, you a coon. You hate black people. So you're supposed to ignore the BS that black people are doing to each other. As we let me read that again. As we begin to gain social and economic equality, it is our duty to clean up ourselves and our community. Wow. This contract is a two-way street. As we gain social and economic equality, we must begin to dissolve any bitterness in our hearts for past wrongs. Now, okay, that one right there, I hear what he's saying. That's going to take some time. That's going to take some. I'm not saying it's impossible, but some of the hurt is cut too deep. Some black people will be able to move on, but a lot of black people, it's going to be hard for them. It's going to be hard, and I understand why. You know, we must become better citizens who are more productive on all levels of American society. I agree. Being a fake more isn't being a productive citizen. Being involved with the conscious community isn't being a productive citizen. Being a crybaby, a grown ass crybaby with a big ass bongo rattling in your mouth with mommy issues, calling yourself a red pill, that's not being a productive citizen. Being a super sissy, flashing your fluorescent keyboard while painting your fingernails and blaming women for you not being a man isn't being a productive citizen. So I agree with the cube here. We really must step up after we pass the contract with Black America with no more excuses left in the kitty. So basically, if this contract is honored, then we are supposed to do what we have to do and not look back and make no excuses. Our entertainers should be persuaded to deliver more positive content that leads our youth to make that leads to our youth making better choices in life. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Music has a strong influence, especially on us. I mean, need I have to go back to the 70s with all of the love making music, all of the baby making music, and how the black woman was loved back then because the music had nothing but love in it for black women. Now I understand you weekend twerps who are all messed up inside and you can no longer tell the difference between a male and female, and the female thing is just dropped out of your mind. You're just looking for males. I understand you all messed up about that, but back in the day, okay, when we didn't have punks like you, there was a lot of baby making music because the music was geared towards loving black women. You know, the Isley Brothers, I mean, they sung about loving black women. They didn't sing it. It didn't, nobody made songs about standing nut to butt and soliciting topless pics from other males. No one sung about that. They sung about loving black women. So the men responded by loving black women. Anyway, a new pride must develop with these new opportunities, and we must fight against negativity, frustration, hopelessness, depression, alcoholism, drug abuse, crime, and violence. Period. Initiative 13. Amazing. Shout out to Ice Cube. Excellent job. Excellent job on putting this together. Love Initiative 13. But how many black people are going to abide by this contract? How many? So, how many? Okay, here's the thing. Where do we go from here? Where do we go from here? Do we continue to criticize Ice Cube for trying to do something for black people? Where do we go from here? See, because at some point, we have to make some kind of progress. We can't just continue to talk. We can't just continue to sit on social media and talk. Well, you see, my problem is they just mad because he actually decided to do something. They mad because they didn't do it. Initiative 13. They get Initiative 13 if they honor the contract. They don't honor the contract. Yeah, I'm going to look at it. You know, it sounds like a very interesting contract. I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but I'm going to take a look at it. What's the listen? And we need to not only read this, but I think that we should try to add to it. Okay, cool. You want to come up and chill out? All right, hold on 1 second. Yeah, so my thing is this. I put the link in the chat here. You know, and I think that we need to add to it. Ice Cube got the ball rolling. Now we got to keep the ball rolling. He needs to gain momentum. He needs to collect black people. Black people need to start magnetizing themselves to Ice Cube in the plan. Okay? Now I don't want to call him a leader because our leaders haven't fared very well. Let's just call him a concerned black man that cares about his people. Let's stay away from the word leader. Not that the brother can't be leader, but you know how they treat our leaders. Okay? The graveyards are full of our leaders. So let's just call the brother a concerned black man that cares deeply about his people. Okay, and we got to return the love, man. We gotta show Ice Cube that love. We gotta show Ice Cube that we hear him, we understand, and we with it. I know I'm with it. I got a small platform, but I'm here to bark every day if he need me to about that black contract because that's something that we need. We got to start helping ourselves. We can't just keep standing around and getting punched in the face. At some point, we got to start punching back. Oh, Dame, you're up here. I didn't even see you. Dame, are you there? She probably asleep.
Yeah, yeah. I'm here.
Oh, okay. You sound better. Dame's been under the weather, y'all. She's been under the weather, and plus she's been dealing with a lot of issues in Louisiana as far as these storms and hurricanes. But she's starting to feel better. Dame, we got Hassan, we got crew, we got people in the chat.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
Still making it.
Hassan crew, Pretty Black Magic.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
Got crew up here.
hey crew.
What up, crew? You gotta get his mic on. But yeah, man. So then
Hey,
you
what's
hear
up,
me
y'all?
going. Hey, what's up? What's up, man? What's up?
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, we got you.
What's up, man?
Ain't nothing, man. Just just a little fed up with some of us not getting behind the people we should get behind. This brother's trying to do something for us, and people are trying to tear him down. And I'm sick of it. We got to stop doing this to each other.
Yeah, I know it's bad.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot. I almost forgot my keys. Give me 1 second.
Uh-huh. So, dang,
Yes.
how you feel? You hear me going off up here.
Um. Well,
The latest one was the Roland Martin I was playing.
yeah.
You
And I
know,
heard a little bit of it.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I didn't. Yeah. I've seen other people's clips of it. I'm gonna have to sit back and watch the whole thing.
Well, you know what I've been hearing?
Hmm.
The 65s have tried to use this as an opportunity to blame black women by bringing up the gynocracy.
How did the gynocracy get caught up in this?
I have no idea. This is the type of shit I'm talking about, man. This is why nobody takes us seriously as black people. This is why nobody looks at black men as leaders and don't have any respect for us. This is why people pass us by and go directly to the women.
Yeah.
This is
You
the type
figured
of
that
yeah. Go ahead.
you figured that they would be excited. A black man came with the contract. He talked to another important black man and worked out this contract. And they presented it to both parties to see what happened. How did
Mhm.
the gynocracy get caught up in this?
I can probably explain that um, because Jamel Hill, she tried to blame that on black men. Everybody's trying to blame it on black men uh, because it's the same thing from slavery. They want to use the women to talk to the men because they know if they talk directly to the men, you know what I mean? Max, how would you do that if you didn't want to talk to the OG over there? You talk to his wife, you talk to his sister. Hey, can you get me in there? Can you? You know what I mean?
Well,
You
one
don't
thing
want to
I would
talk.
do.
You don't want to talk directly to the guy. You
Well,
know what I
one
mean?
thing. Well, one thing, my wife wouldn't let a man talk to her. She'd come get me.
Yeah, but that's what they're trying to do, and we're letting people talk to our wives.
No, see, my wife wouldn't even do that. And plus, I wouldn't let them. If I saw a dude trying to talk to my wife, I would go over there. I would get in front of her
Yeah,
and listen.
but
You talk
you
to
give me
me.
max. Nobody else in the world has been in a situation like us
Hmm.
to where they own our wives, and you know what I mean. They talk to us, and our wives they raise us. You know what I mean. Our mothers raise us to where, you
Right,
know what I
right.
mean. We can't fight back because they tell us don't fight back because you gonna get killed. Let me talk to them. All right, I go. You know what I mean.
What do you mean we can't fight back?
No, I'm talking about that's how they've been raising us for the past 500 years.
Oh yeah, of course. And they do that through religion with the Bible. We're not gonna get into a Bible thing, but a lot of that is in the Bible.
Yeah, so they hate when men speak for ourselves and our family.
Hmm.
Oh, he's out of pocket. You know what I mean?
All right.
So it's like that.
So
But
my answer is so.
yeah, okay. So let's go get it. Fuck what they're talking about.
Yeah. Fuck what they think. You see, we're men too. I don't know if
We're
anybody knows
no, we're no,
that.
we're not men. We're gods.
Well, no. We're men. I know it's hard to
Yeah,
recognize that with all of the sissy shit, but we're men too.
yeah,
Okay, that white man is just a man.
yeah. I say sometimes even less of one,
Got to
but
stop being afraid of him.
I'm not afraid of none of them.
Too many of us are afraid of him.
Yeah, I know, and that's the problem. But that's because of 500 years of conditioning.
500 years of conditioning didn't stop me from punching a white boy in the mouth when he put his hands on me.
Yeah, I know.
That didn't stop me from going upside
Never stopped me neither.
condition didn't stop me from going upside no white boy's head.
Yeah. No,
It's
I'm
about
talking about the whole
everything.
system. I'm talking about the whole system. You
Yeah,
know
look,
how you
man.
duck your head or you turn your hat straight or little shit like that, man.
Well,
You know the
okay.
system is here. You can't deny that the system is here. Otherwise, what the hell would we be talking about? If we're so
Okay, let
tough
me
that
get
we
it.
can punch them
Okay,
all out. We're
okay. Let
talking
me
about
get it.
strategy right now.
Okay, let me get an example about something, right? Okay, we got steep hills on the road, right? I'm gonna give you a truck driving analogy real quick. We
Okay.
got steep incline, we got steep hills. Some of these hills are really, really big. The grades are like 6, 7% grades, right? Okay,
Hmm.
7%, that's really steep, right? So they put these things down there called runaway ramps,
Yeah.
right? So when a truck loses control, it's almost
You just
impossible.
steer over there and go off the road and it go up.
Right. It's impossible to stop, right? But they
Yeah.
have runaway ramps. And so the job of the runaway ramp is to do the impossible. It's to stop that truck. Now, not only does it stop the truck, what it does is it destroys the truck.
Huh.
You understand what I'm saying?
Jeez.
Think of the system as the 7% grade, right? With the truck rolling down. We got to be that runaway ramp.
Okay.
See, we can't be the road that the truck is rolling down. That's what we are right now. We're the actual road that the truck is on rolling over. Now we need to be that runaway ramp. That runaway ramp stops that truck and it destroys that truck. It tears that truck apart to stop it. It's designed to destroy the truck, to
Okay.
bring it to a complete stop. So we have to stop being the road that the truck is rolling down, and we need to switch places and become the runaway ramp when we're dealing with the system. And there's more than one runaway ramp on that road, on those grades. It's as many as it takes to stop that truck. So we got to start putting runaway ramps down to slow the system down.
It'll come.
This system is a runaway truck. We got to put some runaway ramps down to slow this system down or tear it apart. If not, it's going to keep
Yeah.
treating us like the road. It's going to keep rolling over us. So we got a choice to make. We could be the road and keep getting ran over, or we could be the runaway ramp. I'm choosing to be the runaway ramp. I'm not getting rolled over.
Hell no.
We can't keep sitting up here every day in and day out, having the same discussion about slavery, about 5 and 6 and 400 years. That's not getting us anywhere. The only thing that's going to help us out of this, we're going to have to get out of this ourselves. And we're going to have to do this out. We don't have any friends. Don't nobody care anything about us, man. Don't nobody sympathize with us. People are
Yeah.
trying to exploit us. Our weakness is a joke to the rest of the world.
Hey, they said that channel that we was all supporting last year. Said that was all supported by the corporate. That was all fake. You get me?
What are you talking about?
That the black dude that was suing the Supreme Court talk about I want all these channels and this, that, and the cable wouldn't let him in.
I ain't hear about that one.
Yeah, dog, we had discussions on that. His name Allen or Arthur or some shit.
Oh, he's talking about Byron Allen.
Yeah.
Oh, Byron Allen.
Yeah, no, he
What
was
happened?
getting
What
backed up
happened
by
there?
CBS. He was just mad because NBC wouldn't sell him CBS's old shows. But all the old shows are already getting played uh on the one channel and all the mother cable channels that are owned by black people. That Judge Joe Brown started with them black people. Give me 1 second, I'll be right.
Well, we got to start. We got to start building our own networks. You know, trying to take over their networks. They're not trying to sell their networks to us. You know, we got to start. You know, I understand black people want to do. Okay, you see, if I was Byron Allen, I wouldn't have gave a damn about trying to buy NBC, CBA, any of that stuff. I would build my own. You got that kind of money, build your own network and gain the support that you need to sustain it. Matter of fact, build several networks. You know, they're not gonna sell you their bread and butter. They're making money, you know, hand over fist. White people don't have any option but money. They don't have any money, they got nothing. So they're not gonna turn over something that's making them money hand over fist 24 hours a day, millions of dollars a day. They need that money to survive. They know they don't have any money, they got nothing. So we have to build our own networks. Black people got to start turning to themselves for answers. We got to start building ourselves up. You have what, 21 families, black families, bought all that land, and people are having a fit. Why are we having a fit? Because we're not used to black people doing something for themselves. That's why people are having a fit. And what kills me is, I'm gonna tell you what's doing more damage than anything right now. Black people watching other black people do something, but don't give them any support. They just sit back and talk about it. Yeah, they doing this, they doing that, but they're not giving any support. They're not. That's hurting us too. We're not supporting each other. We're not helping each other to stand up or build up. We got to start helping each other. We see black people doing something. We need to get on board. They're doing something that's good to help us, that's going to benefit us. We need to get on board. If you got black people trying to build a bank, we need to put our money in it to help them grow. so they can put money into our communities. You got black people starting businesses. We need to patronize those businesses. We need more black businesses. We need more black groceries so we can watch the food. We need more black farmers. How can you trust the food that you're eating now when most of the farming is ran by white people? How can you trust what you're eating now? How can you trust what's coming out of their factories? You're wondering why we have all of these ailments, right? Diabetes, all of these colds, bronchitis, asthma. You're wondering where all of this stuff is coming from. Well, have you looked at the food? Have you seen all the chemicals and things in the food? All the unnatural things that are in the food that we eat? We don't control none of these factories. It's time that we start having our own factories, producing our own food and feeding ourselves, rather than relying on people who really don't have our best interests at heart to feed us. Now, I'm sure that don't make sense to anyone, right? Dane? Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's a problem. There's too many of us pointing, you did this wrong, you did this wrong. What makes you qualified to do this or that, or have a say on this and that, instead of instead of trying to back them up, or if you think you got a better plan, come up with a plan and work at it together.
I mean, it's one thing to have a plan, but it's another thing to take it to the next step. Ice
Hmm.
Cube took the next step. He made the plan and he took the next step. That's what we got to do. Now he's showing us the way. Okay. So if you're coming up with a plan, then it's time to take the next step. Take it to the power, take it to the people that's in power and say, hey, this is what I need for my black people. I'm working on something myself, putting something together for black people. My thing is
Hmm.
technology. We need to get more black people into technology. Technology is running amok on us. And we don't have enough black people in technology. And we need to get black people into technology. Technology is going to run this world in a moment here. And we are far behind. The things that are coming out in the next 5 years are absolutely going to blow your mind. And we do not have enough black faces to understand the technology, the next wave of technology that's coming. We don't have enough. We need more black people in technology.
Hey Max, can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes.
I think we don't have enough people. Well, we don't have what we would like, but we
We're
do
not even
have to
close.
deal with what we got.
We're not
If
even
you
close, man. We got to find a way to give it. Now, another thing too, right? Even on a small scale, when you look at warehouse jobs, right?
yeah,
Pretty soon, those warehouse jobs are going to be gone because GE is already the standard for robot warehousing. Okay.
no, Amazon is, ain't it? I thought Amazon.
Well, I haven't seen Amazon's warehouse yet, but I have seen GE's warehouse. It is
Okay,
fully loaded with robots.
yeah.
Okay, I sat there. I took a load out there a while back, a couple of years back, and watched robots unload my truck with precision.
Damn.
And there wasn't one human. There was only one human being in that warehouse, and he was sitting in the office. He
Oh,
was
that's
the
better than
engineer.
Amazon then.
Yeah,
Like
there was
Amazon, they
robots.
got somebody just to watch the robots. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. There was robots all over, zooming all over the place.
Yeah. You fuck
So
around and
that,
trip over. You fuck around and trip over a robot, but the robots are so smart they won't even let you trip over them. They'll
yeah,
move
and
out your way.
they won't even hit you, man. You can go
Yeah.
stand right in front of him. He'll stop cold.
Yep.
Go walk out in front of one of them. They'll stop. Boom.
It'd be like some iRobot shit. They're not allowed to harm a human and shit.
So my thing is, that's the template for these warehouses. So at that point, the brothers who were getting their forklift driver's license, this is what I keep trying to tell people, man.
It's
Look,
useless. It's
yeah,
useless.
and I'm trying not to be mean because I know brothers is trying to do what they got to do to feed their families. But brothers, y'all got to strive for more than forklift licenses.
Hey, what do you think about a CDL then too? Because
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
gonna be phased out too.
That, yeah. When I do my next trucker show, we're gonna talk about we're gonna do a CDL thing. We're gonna do a whole CDL thing and how the new test is. Yeah, test is actually easier now. Okay, for you to get your CDL, even the driver test is easy. The only thing you got to do now is learn how to. You got to focus on backing up because all of the trucks are automatic now. You ain't got to worry
So
about
what do
shit.
you think? How long do you think we got if you want to join the CDL? You think you got about 10 years, 5 years
Oh
before
no, I don't
the
think the
job?
CDL ain't going. The CDL ain't going nowhere for a long time, bro. I don't think they're ever going to get rid of a CDL because they're going to always need even if they um even if they have trucks that can drive themselves, they're gonna still need a driver in it.
No,
They
they
still gonna need a
don't.
driver in it. Yeah, yeah, because in case the truck malfunctions or something like that, they still gonna have to have a pilot in that truck.
Yeah.
So so you're gonna transform from a truck driver to a pilot. Okay, all right.
Like the
Uh,
airplanes, right?
well, not an airplane pilot. I mean,
No, I'm talking about like airplanes. The pilot don't do nothing.
well, yeah, exactly.
He just makes sure that the robot that's taking off and landing is doing
Hmm.
everything correct. And
Right.
then if the robot ain't doing everything correct, then the pilot take over the controls and land itself. You know what I mean?
Right, and I think that they got the self-driving trucks now. I'm gonna do a thing on that on my trucker show on the
Yeah.
fifth wheel. But you still have to. I think you still have to back them up. You still have to guide them into a facility. And I think once you get close to where you got to go to the off ramp, they can't go to an off ramp. I don't think they can get on. They can get on and off the highway yet. I don't think they can do that. But
Oh
once you
no,
get
because you know why? Because every little town doesn't have all the things set up yet.
yeah.
The little beams on the side of the road.
Mhm.
Yeah, they
So
don't have all the little reflectors and whatnot.
So it's going to be quite some time before they have completely. I mean, before they have trucks that can completely drive themselves. That's
Yeah,
going to take a long time.
think about it like how we do computer programming, Max.
Uh huh.
Right? Uh, like you have, like it can read yellow, but it can't read red, or it can't read. It can read the yellow lines, but it can't read the white lines yet.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Or it's not up to date. Or if you go to the small towns, they ain't got shit there. You go to small towns,
Right.
they ain't got no internet, no cell phone service or nothing.
That's them. That's them. That's them towns in Texas where they got the chainsaw massacres and all that going on.
It's
I,
shit. I just came back from Montana today.
yeah. I don't ever want to go through there again. Oh my
Yeah.
God, man, that ain't nothing but a roller coaster, man. It's constant
What's
up
wrong
and
with
down.
Montana?
It's a constant up and down, up and down, up and down, all the way through there, man. I was like, oh
What
my
you mean? You mean the Appalachian Mountains ain't got shit on the Rocky Mountains?
man, look, I'm not fucking with Montana no more, man. It's hard as shit, bro. I'm not going through there no more. They can have that, man.
Just
I
tell them
ain't
send
messing
it
with
on
that.
the train.
Yeah, I ain't messing with that, man. That's a constant. I mean, all the way through, man, up and down, up. I was like, oh my god, man, I could wait to get through there, man.
I would think Colorado was worse, but I've never been to Colorado.
Well, Colorado's on 80, it's not too bad. 70, once you get to the Eisenhower, all bets are off. Right? We stopped going through California that way. Load your truck up going that way. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Well,
You blow your
uh,
truck completely up going that way. You be trying to go through there, your truck be on something. You be like, damn, only doing 5 miles an hour. Truck. This
I
blood
think,
is
I think I'm gonna
boom.
be I think I'm gonna be a train driver instead, man.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good thing. I was looking at that, man. That's not a bad gig, man. That's not a
Yeah,
bad gig, man. I was looking at my wife was talking to me. We was checking that out.
just
Um,
don't try it for Amtrak.
I
Amtrak just
will.
went from 7 days a week to 3 days a week. They ain't making no
Nah,
money.
there's another one.
But if you
Norfolk.
drive freight locomotive,
Nah, man. Try Norfolk. Norfolk something. They're big, man. Norfolk. No, Southern. No, no. Norfolk Southern or Southern something like that.
yeah, Norfolk Southern,
Yeah, they got
Burlington
them.
Northern, Santa Fe, all of them.
Yeah, man, they do the big big man. They got them big ass fucking engines and shit. The big engine car. I think it's like two or three of them, and they pull them big long motherfuckers across country. You know, I think it's Norfolk Southern. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, Norfolk Southern.
Yeah,
Let me turn my
been
shit
checking
down.
it out, man. Train. But yeah. So when I do the fifth wheel again, we're gonna do the CWBA thing. I'm gonna give everybody an update on what the tests look like now and the driver's test. I'm gonna have a video of the driver's test now, the way you got to take the driver's test. It's all about backing up now, okay? Because everything is automated now, and
So
it's
why the
more
hell do
now,
we need to back up
huh?
if it's automated?
No, 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 no. Even though it's an automatic truck, you still gotta know how to back up. Truck don't drive
Well,
itself.
the person that
Yeah,
got
yeah.
glided.
Backing up is hard, man. Backing up is not easy, man. Backing up is
But
not
like I
easy.
said, like airplane pilots, they don't have to do anything.
except the takeoff and the landing.
No, the computer does that.
No, no,
Ain't-
no. They don't trust the computer for the takeoff and the landing. Is it can't make adjustments to outside variables.
No,
So
no, that's why they keep the pilot there. But the computer does. The pilot is just there, just to grab the wheel in case the damn computer doesn't do it correctly.
Yeah, and I believe that's the way
Yeah,
they're
the
gonna have
computer
it
is
up.
doing it. The computer is doing it. You just have to. You know what I mean? It's just
I think.
like if you got a Tesla and it's driving itself, you still can't be drunk because if your car go out of control, you better watch your car. But let your car drive for you. You know what I mean? But if your car goes starts doing something stupid,
Well,
you catch.
they already got self-driving cars.
Yeah, I know, but
They
they don't
already got
trust them
that.
because you still got to be in the driver's seat.
not to
And
mention them things go wrong.
yeah, I think
Yeah, you
Mayweather got.
still got to be in the driver's seat because your computer might do a launch pad McQuack.
Yeah, that's why I think that they're gonna always have a human. You still got to be in the car. You still um with the trucks, there's always going to be a pilot in there. The truck
All
driver's
right,
going to be
so
pilot going to get more of
do you
a
remember that
technical.
movie? I'm sorry, Max.
No, I'm saying you're going to get more of a technical education when you get your CDL soon.
Yeah.
You get more of a technical education with the onboard computer and all of that when the truck can drive itself. So get ready for the tech. I'm telling you, black people, you need to steer towards technology. The shit that's
Yep.
coming out, I'm telling you right now, yo, black people, we need black people in technology.
Hey, Max, what happened if you? Shit, I forgot what
Hmm.
the fuck I was finna say. My bad. Go ahead. I forgot what I was getting ready to
I
say.
tell you what, man. Pretty soon you ain't gonna see no police.
No,
Not no,
the drone. They
not
already
no
got the
human,
drones in Chicago.
not no human police.
No, they got the drones in Chicago. They got them. What they said? They got them dogs. Them fake
Telling you, man.
computer robot dogs out there now.
Pretty soon they're gonna get rid of human police. Telling you.
Now you gonna have to. Now you gonna wish you was playing Call of Duty with us on PlayStation instead of Xbox.
Nah, I ain't worried about that, man, because you know,
Look, Dame laughing.
the average person is gonna have a problem with these droids. You know, when they start putting these droids out on the street, they're already testing them now.
What do you mean already testing them? They're already using them right now in
No,
Chicago. They've been
yeah, but
using them for
they still
years.
in testing though. They still in testing though.
No, Max, people go to jail over them damn drones in Chicago right now and have been for the past couple years. It's not in testing, it's in use.
I gotta check that out. I thought they were still in testing.
Man, they are in use.
You mean the people getting arrested for using them drones for invading people privacy?
No, I'm talking about the police are using drones to catch people on drug deals. And I'm telling you that the drug dealers have the people using drones right there
Yeah, yeah. You know,
against
Oh,
the
okay.
police to watch the block to make sure the police ain't around. So now it's to the point that it's drones watching drones.
yeah, but you know, Chicago, them brothers. Man, I
It's
was in
bad.
Chicago hey man, I was in Chicago one time, dude. I was riding through. I think I was on 94.
Max had to
What's
pull
the
his
one that
truck all the way up
hey,
out the city.
hey man, what's the one that goes through the city cruise? That 94
Yep,
or
90,
90?
94,
Yeah, man, I was on
80.
90 going through. I was going through the city on my way out towards Indiana. Man, I stopped at a stoplight. I think it was under the stoplight selling drugs, dog. Right
Yeah,
in the middle of the motherfucking street, man. I was
they
tripping.
don't care, dog.
They don't give a shit.
That's why they have all the drones and everything. Nobody cares, dog.
Nah, they don't give a
Dog, he would have
shit.
robbed you for your truck, and when it sold it,
I would have gave it to him too. I just would say, yo, man, just let me get some gas money.
do you get me?
Mm?
Man, the big
I
city
believe
is
it too.
crazy.
I believe it too. He probably had somebody waiting to buy it.
And then how did he find out that you had that load and what load that you had? You know what I mean? And he knew what he was buying. You get me? You get what I'm
Mm.
saying? How did
Yeah,
he know all that?
I actually like Chicago, man. Chicago the shit, man. I like riding through the city, man. That's a big ass city, bro. I
Yes,
thought
it is.
Manhattan was big. It's bigger than Manhattan.
No, Chicago is bigger than the entire New York, but
Yeah,
New
man.
York has more people stacked up on people.
And Chicago is huge, man. It's like you can drive up into the goddamn man. I drove an 18-wheel truck up into a fucking office building.
Yep.
I was
You
like,
just
what the fuck, yo?
drive
Yo,
around the circle. This the
yo,
floor
man,
you
I
get
drove
off.
into
Move.
the office building to the goddamn post office. Inside
Oh,
a
the
big
post office? No,
building.
Chicago post office is retarded.
I know, man. I was like, God damn, that shit was huge. I was like, damn.
Hey, Max, you ever had to stand in line to pay your cable bill?
Nah. But you know what? I was confused, right? Because I was down there looking for I'm like, what the hell's the post office? You know, I'm from Jersey, so I'm looking for something that says post office, right? I'm
No, it's
driving
right
past,
there above the train station.
yo, I'm driving past, I done drove past my boy like 3 times, right? I had to ask the side, I said, man, where's the post office? They said, right there. I turned around, I see this big ass building. I'm like, right where? I don't see anything. They said, right
The
there.
big dumbass building right in front of you.
He's like, right there, man. I'm like, what do you mean? Right, the dude, where? He said, that building. That's the post office? Said, yeah. He said, go around and go up inside the building. I could drive up in there? He said, yeah. I was like, oh, shit.
Chicago,
Eight
Chicago.
wheel truck, man, going up into an office building. I was like, oh shit, this is some wild shit, bro. Yeah, 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 son. Chicago large, bro. It's
Yeah,
big
the
out,
court building's the same way.
huh?
That's where they drop us prisoners. You know what I mean? When you get locked up, they drive to the courthouse. The courthouse just as big as the post office. It's a damn 28-story floor.
Yeah,
You know
Chicago.
what I mean? Building. And they'll bring the Cook County trucks and they'll just go drive down under. And
Hey,
then
man,
you'll
them
see the Whole
Chicago, hey,
Foods
man.
truck, the everything, the you know what I mean, the tomato truck and
I'm
everything.
feeling those. Hey,
And
man,
they're
I'm
right there.
feeling those Chicago rib tips, man. Them shits is, oh man, feeling them shits, bro.
I don't
Chicago
like
rib
Chicago
tips,
rib
baby.
tips unless they beef ribs.
Chicago rib tips, baby.
But
Yeah,
Nikki was
man.
wrong with her mild sauce though.
Yo, man. So I can imagine what it's like on a work day when the city is busy. You got like, is it ever crowded like that though? Does it get
Oh,
crowded?
does Chicago get crowded?
Yeah, like the city part. Like, does it get crowded like that with all them big buildings down there?
I'm sorry, what?
Does the
What do you
street
think,
get
Max?
crowded?
Max,
Like,
Max, you're a smart man. What do you think?
I don't know, man. I didn't because it's so goddamn big. I'm like, nah, it can't get crowded. It's just too big down this motherfucker. Like,
It's
it ain't like New
Chicago.
York where you got to have a goddamn traffic light on the damn sidewalk. You know what I'm saying?
There are
So
traffic
many
lights on
goddamn
the
people.
sidewalk in Chicago.
Man, there's so many motherfuckers on the sidewalk. You need a goddamn traffic light in New York, bro.
Look, they got tap to pay. They got tap to pay on your parking spots right now.
Mm.
Is Chicago big? What do you mean?
Yeah, Chicago huge, bro. I
Chicago is
like
the
how.
third largest city. It's New York, LA, then Chicago. Then it's
Yeah, I like how.
Dallas. And Dallas always fighting Chicago, but they try to bring Houston into it. So it is like it's Houston, Dallas versus Chicago. But Chicago is always Chicago. You can't get to LA unless you stop in Chicago.
You know what? Going through the city blocks, it remind me of something you see out of a Spike Lee movie, man. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like going through the city blocks and shit. I remember one time I went through there through the winter, going through the city block on my way to that fucking truck stop I was telling you, and I had to go through
Yeah.
some city blocks with the snow. It looked like some shit out of a Spike Lee movie.
Oh, you cutting out. Max, you back?
Hey, man, y'all got some smoked out niggas over there too, bro.
Yeah, but Chicago is huge as hell. I
Hey,
wish
man,
I was on.
hey,
Okay.
niggas be completely smoked out over there, man. Their eyes be bugging out their head, be talking to themselves and shit.
Well, at least
Okay.
we ain't like Jersey is slapping the shit out of everybody on the street, like
Nah,
Redman and
Jersey kind
shit.
of cool. Now
But they just
Jersey kind
walking
of,
up to strangers slapping people?
Yeah,
yeah, man,
that's
Jersey
in
kind of,
Jersey.
hey,
That's
man.
Redman. He just slapped the shit out you for no reason.
Nah, he don't be
Oh.
doing that, man. Yo, man, Jersey done chilled out. COVID
He made
fucked
a
Jersey.
whole song about it, Max.
Hey, man, COVID done slowed Jersey down big, bro. It
Yeah,
done,
it slowed
it,
everything down
it,
big.
it done calmed down. Niggas is dropping like flies from the COVID, man.
Well,
Oh,
last week, right before I went to Montana,
mhm.
last week they had North Dakota was the highest per capita COVID cases, right? But then when I went to Montana, they got 900 new cases since Monday when I got there. Now I'm back in Fargo right now. I'm fucking out of Montana. You know what I mean? But shit, they got 900 new cases, and I'm talking about dog. Montana is smaller. A suburb in New Jersey is bigger than Montana. It's got more people than
Yeah, but
Montana.
they out there like taking their
Everybody
mamas
spread
out on.
out. Your nearest neighbor is 4 miles away.
Yeah, but they out there taking their mamas out on dates and shit. I mean, they got incest going on out there big time, bro.
Hey,
I'm
look,
surprised niggas ain't scared to say
I'll talk to you on Discord about what's going on out there.
that. Yeah.
I ain't
But
gonna
it's
talk
bad
about
in
it on.
Jersey.
I ain't
Oh,
gonna talk about it on the live. But I'll
yo,
tell you some shit, and you be like, man, Cynthia was right.
yo, man, Jersey, the COVID's so bad, man. Police showing up arresting dead motherfuckers. Motherfuckers already dead. He's showing up putting handcuffs on them anyway. Motherfuckers done killed over. You calling the crime, motherfuckers been killed over because of COVID. The police show up and still put handcuffs on them. They over there arresting dead niggas. You know?
Damn.
Yeah,
They
it's
gotta
bad.
get
It's
that
bad.
quota.
Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah, they over there arresting dead niggas, man. Niggas is dead. You see niggas dead as the door in there. They still putting cuffs on them. You know?
Well, they
Yeah, that's
probably
the
thought
thing I don't understand. See,
they
but that's
probably
because they think of us like dogs. They think of us like animals. I'm sorry for
Well,
cutting you off,
that's
man.
because
Go on.
a lot of that is what we think about ourselves, man. Nobody care about us because we don't care about each other.
Like
I don't care
Max, if
about
me and
us.
you fighting, right? Say I were to knock you out, right? Dog, nobody can't touch you, dog. Nobody
But why
can't
we
touch
gotta
you
be
unless
fighting?
they give you, unless they trying to wake you up, giving you see, you know what I mean, salts or whatever, and healing your wounds and shit. Nobody can't touch you. How the hell
Man,
you gonna beat somebody that's already down on the ground?
man, we fucked up, man. We got black KKK members. I mean, we fucked up right now, bro. We fucked up, man. We supporting the wrong shit. We got niggas running around here creating hate groups against other black people, man. We fucked up right now.
I don't think it's us. I don't think it's us foundational niggas. You know what I mean? I think it's them foreigners coming over here trying to fuck shit up.
But you
In
know
my
what?
opinion. In my
I
opinion.
do believe. I do.
My hey, look, and I what I say has no bearing on what Max says on the Ebony Star Network. That is only my opinion, and it's only what I say. That's not representative of what the Ebony Star Network says.
Appreciate that. Hey, man, I've been hearing some shit, man, from people that live in Chicago. They say there's a lot of lies going on that cats ain't shooting each other. They saying cops is pulling drive-bys with masks on, hoodies, out there pulling drive-bys, man, and try to blame it on gang members.
Hey Max, you know how we fight, right? In clubs or whatever. You know what I mean? We don't do we do that to each other?
Nah, nah, nah. Black people don't kill each other like that.
I could piss you off all day in the club, right?
Uh huh.
Poke you in your arm and everything. You be mad as shit at me, right? The only thing you'll do is knock me out, right? And then
I
you'll
mean,
drop me off at my mama's door or drop me off at my crib. You know what I mean?
well, I would try to move first.
You ain't finna do me. You ain't finna do me in.
Nah,
You know what I mean? We don't do that. That's not our culture.
you
That's
know.
not what we do. I'm gonna just
That's
knock
why I
you
don't.
out and then
And
drop
that's
you
why I
off at
never,
home.
Mike. That's why I don't believe it when they talking about 60 people done got shot in the weekend. I don't believe none of that shit. That's bullshit.
We don't go, and also if we're going to go get somebody, we gonna get who we gonna get,
Yeah.
right?
So ain't no black people running around in no city randomly shooting 60 people. Get the fuck out of here. We don't do nothing like that. We don't do nothing
Hell,
like
the
that.
Navy don't do that. The Army don't do that. The Marines don't do that. We get who we gonna get, and we get them. And
All right.
if it's somebody else, all right, that's on. You know what I mean? You was too close, but nobody targets to get everybody else.
No. All
You know what I
right,
mean?
y'all. I gotta shut it down. I gotta get some sleep. Appreciate y'all. Appreciate you coming up, crew. Dan, appreciate you coming by. Shout out to Hassan Burton and everybody. I got to get out of here, man. Want to say peace, power, and unity. See you guys for ladies' night tonight. All right. Make sure you show up and support the channel.
All
Peace,
right.
everybody.